Joao Ublado Ribeiro was born on January 23rd, 1941 on the Isla of Ipaquira, Bahia.
2 months after, his family moved to Anguilla, where he spent most of his childhood.
At age 6, he began his studies with a private tutor. His father was a teacher and politician and could not stand the idea of having a child at home illiterate.
In 1951, at the age 10, Juan entered the State College of Sergipe. His father always kept up honest studies and often asked him to read or translate passages. Juan states he never took a day off from his studies.
In 1954, his father, Manuel Roberto, faced political pressures, forcing him and his family to move to Salvador.
At age 16, 1955, Juan entered the Classic College of Bahia and also became a journalist and then became chief editor at the Tribune of Bahia.
In 1960, Juan had his first marriage with Maria Caldas. 9 years later, they got a divorce.
1963, Juan writes his first novel, September Makes No Sense. 1964, Juan comes to the United States on an embassy scholarship to attend the college in California.
1965, becomes a political science teacher at Federal University of Bahia.
1969, married to Maria Monica, has 2 daughters. 1971, writes the novel Sergeant Getulio, one of his most successful books ever.
1972, his novel Sergeant Getulio won a Tortoise Award given by the Brazilian Chamber of Commerce.
In 1974, he publishes the storybook Vincent Combado and the Other People.
1978, Juan translates the book Sergeant Getulio himself and releases it in the U.S.
1989, launches his novel Smiling Lizard, his second best-selling novel.
1994, Juan began to suffer from depression.
A lot of Juan's writings were influenced by his cultural upbringings.
As a man, he witnessed a man, Sergeant Calavente, get shot 17 times by Pavio Alfonso Bahia bombing.
He used that childhood memory as an inspiration for his book, Sergeant Julio, which was so popular, it was turned into a movie in 1991.
Another influence was his father's constant pressure in education. Juan wrote many of the same books in 3 or 4 different languages that spread to 16 different countries.
Juan is best known for being a great demonstrator of Brazilian culture.
Some state his books are essential in trying to understand the history of Brazil in the past century. He highlights the evil of new colonialism and corruption, particularly against North American capitalism. While emphasizing on the evil of the past, he is also known for using irony and humor to lighten his books.
And his novels have influenced many people to travel to Brazil and have many Portuguese politicians in favor and supported of his work.
I admire Juan. I think he was a hard worker who wanted to tell the story of Brazil, which he did by spreading his books all over the world in multiple different languages. I think one of the coolest parts of Juan, he wasn't just a famous author, he was a famous translator too. And while doing this, he studied abroad in the US and went to law school. I liked Juan's work a lot because it shows that he really cared about where it came from. But I would not read it in class because it would feel more like a history lesson than an LA lesson.
Juan once wrote, "Almost always in the dark, tangled fronds of the trees, covering a dense amount of large branches and leaves of low plants, the garden was even more shady." This just goes to show that Juan is a very descriptive man, and he focuses on the nature and the beauty of Brazil. And that is the story of Joao Ublado Ribeiro.